Hi there, and welcome to Marble Halls TV. Apologies if the sound is not the best. Um, but yeah, wasn't the best. Well, we lost obviously. It's not good to lose to that lot, even if it's just a friendly. Um, but yeah, I think um, overall, I don't think we played that badly, to be honest. The only difference, really, the only thing really was we had good approach play, we had good possession, but we just were not clinical enough. Um, and yeah, I think it's the same old story. We definitely need players. We need, if we can get Madison over the line, we need that to happen. Absolute. Um, we need it to happen absolutely good. What I'm gonna do though is that I'm gonna go through like some player ratings and stuff. Um, so I'm just gonna open a little Google Docs. Um, so just bear with me a little. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through each player and just see basically mark them out of 10 as normal. Right. So Leno, I'm gonna give him a 6. I don't think the goal was his fault, but I don't think he did much wrong. He made a couple. I'll give him a 7. He made a couple of decent saves. Hector Bellerin, a 4. I think they got on his side too much on the first half. Um, but I don't think he did anything majorly wrong. But even still, Ben White on his first, not his debut as such, but his first start, I suppose. I'll give him a 7. Actually, I'll give him an 8 because I think they scored after he went off. But other than that, I thought he was very impressive. He was chasing Son down. He was keeping them quiet. So yeah, Pablo Mari, I'll give a 5. I don't think you can say the goal was his fault. If anything, I think maybe we didn't close them down as much on our left hand side. So I don't think you could just blame him. But I thought he was okay, nothing special. Tierney, I'll give a 6. Again, I thought he did okay. Was getting down as well, but his crossing was a bit hit and miss. But most of the attacking for them in the first half, especially, was coming down their left, our right. So that's Hector. So I won't dig him out for that. The Congo I thought was very strong. I'm going to give him a 7. Um, you know, I liked the way he carried the ball. He looked good on the ball. Xhaka, the prodigal son, as it were. I thought he had a reasonable game. I'll give him a 6. He got his usual foul and yellow card, and other than that, he was stable. Um, Smith Rowe, I don't think he was that good. 4, he didn't impact the game that much. Laka, 5. Again, he was trying to work but didn't get many chances. How many players is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pepe, I'll give a 5. I'm tempted to give a 5 or 6. I'll give him a 5. There was that chance of his near in the second half where we bamboozled their left back, and he had fleeting moments here and there, but I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Now Bamiyang, our captain, he was very poor. I'll give him a 3. Um, he's lost on the wing. I think he was trying to make things happen, but he wasn't effective. It makes no. I think this on the wing thing worked under Emery. It works to a good degree under Arteta, but it's not working now. I think either you play Laka or Alba in a 2, an orthodox 2 up top, or old school 2 up top, or you play one or the other in the number 9 position. Alba from the left doesn't work, or if you want to experiment, if Arteta wants to experiment, play Laka in a number 10. Well, I wouldn't advise doing that in a league match, but maybe if we have a cup match against a lower league opposition, like an early round FA Cup or League Cup. Why not? Or if we're like say 3-4 nil up in a league game, then try it and see how it works because there's less risk of losing. Who else came on? I probably, to be honest, I can't remember all the subs, so I probably will miss some out. So my apologies. Only a 4. Miles, 4 didn't do much. Saka, but as Saka is generally, he tried to make things happen, but his final ball wasn't all that. So I'll give him a 5. And to be fair to Tottenham, they were classy and had that banner, obviously because of the racism and stuff. Who else came on? Oh yeah, Chambers. I'll give him a 5. I thought he was reasonably stable. Again, the goal wasn't his fault. Trying to think who else came on. Oh yeah, Balogun. I'll say a 4. There was a chance he had towards the end where he shot, and I think it's either Lloris or Guarini or their new keeper, whoever, who saved it. But he could have squared it, and I think either Saka or Pepe was free. I'm not saying they may have scored, but they would have had a definite shot on goal. So, or an easier shot on goal. So I think that's a wrong decision. But yeah, to be honest, he didn't get much service, but I think 4 is fair. Unless I can't remember all the other players. But Arteta. You know what? I think the only issue is that we didn't convert our possession and dominance in terms of possession to chances. But I think the formation lineup are all right. So I'll give them a 5. Even still, if we look at all these players here, the only ones who were not there last season are White and Lokonga. We need more. We've not really strengthened the team that finished 8th last season, let's be frank. So, Arteta has to get the blame for that. As for our man of the match, well, I'll say Ben White. I thought he was very good. But yeah, that's that really. So yeah, I just want to read these comments from Af Delling Skills. So thanks a lot for your comments. Aubameyang is useless. Get him out. Well, look, I think Aubameyang's on thin ice. I really do. If he's shit this season, then something is very wrong. We may need, he'd have lost a lot of goodwill he's obviously brought up or built up since he joined. Because when he joined in 2018 up until more or less the 2020-21 season, I would say he was world class in my honest opinion. Next question or next point. Aubameyang, Elneny, Kroenke, Edu out. Percy, I would still say Jack out. Even though he's going to stay and signed a new deal. But I think a lot more players need to go. Nketiah, Willian, a lot of players need to go. But I agree. I'll give Aubameyang this season. Elneny, personally, I think can be a backup at very best. And yeah, Kroenke's a waste man. He should go. Edu seems out of his depth. Aubameyang 0. Well, he was shit. Let's be frank. He was rubbish. Are you Arteta out? Yes, I am. I don't think I've ever really been firmly in his camp. But I know after we won the FA Cup, but ever since he was appointed, I was like, this is a bad decision. This is a bad idea. He's got 0 experience, and it makes no sense. And for me, I just think I don't know. He's just not good enough, and I don't think he ever will be good enough because he's not got enough experience. Yeah, he won the FA Cup, but that's about it. But if he's to stay in his job this season, he needs to get European football, even if it's the Conference League. But he needs to get it. If not, then he has to go. It's as simple as that. I wanted Benitez to replace him, but he's gone to Everton. The only other option I could think of is Conte. I'll take Conte. Your next point. What would it take to make Arsenal great again? A lot of things I think the owner has to change, but even if the owner is to stay, then that means he and his son have to change a lot of how they do things. More professionalism, more ambition, no more bad decisions, no hiring shit executives like Raul and Edu who make bad decisions. It just needs to be a cultural change. That's Arsenal's problem. You know, we have the global fan base, we have a stadium, training ground, we have a history. You know, we have everything else apart from the culture of our football club. And basically, it's all gone to shit under KSE. You know, KSE let Wenger stay on too long. So personally, it's all down to them. The Conga looked good. Yeah, he did. I think he should start against Brentford. The players are not just good enough, let's be real. Again, I agree. A lot of the players we have from 8th place, not good enough. Would you bring back Wenger? As a manager, certainly not. But there is one thing I'd bring him back as. Maybe as a life president. So someone like an ambassador who goes around the world, represents the club. Um, that's the only capacity I'd bring him back, and not anything footballing. Definitely not manager. Definitely not director of football, because I think Wenger's decisions really fucked us up. And that's not his fault. It's KSC who let him do that because they're the owners. Wenger was their employee. Sorry, Wenger was their employee. So that's KSC's fault. So right back, Awar, Madison, Martinez equals top four. Maybe, but I think United, City, Chelsea, and Liverpool are better than us. So we'd have to hope one of them fuck up badly, which is possible. Look, anything can happen, but I think even if we got all those four players off, well, yeah, four players you mentioned, I think top four will be a stretch. It's possible, but I think with all those four players, for me, fifth or sixth. But then again, top four's possible, but I think there's a long shot. Um, but yeah, thanks a lot for your points, Af Delling Skill. Sorry, I mispronounced your username. But I'm gonna end now. And thanks to everybody who's watching or watches this. Yeah, we lost to Spurs, but you know, yes, it is a friendly. Don't want to lose to that lot, but I think today, if anything, showed that we've not changed tactically. The players definitely haven't changed, bar White and Lukonga. And if we're to actually get better than 8th place, we're gonna have to spend some serious, not so much serious money, but we need to improve our first 11. We need a number 10. Um, yeah, big up to you too. Um, yeah, we need a number 10, a central midfielder, maybe a right back, but I think number 10 and central midfielder are possibly a striker, but definitely number 10 and central midfielder are the priorities. So yeah, thanks to everybody for listening.